Can I tell you something? Every single one of you, every one of us in this room, you are betting big on something in your life for your future. Do you know what you are betting your life on? Inside of you beats the heart of a gambler, because your heart was created to risk everything on something bigger than you. You were created for adventure of risk, of not just living for the next paycheck or the next purchase or the next relationship or the next toy or the next hobby or whatever it is, but you were created to be free, to live the life that God has created you for. And Jesus is inviting us to bet it all big, go all in on him, to leverage all that we have, to unlock all of our potential for something that is so much greater than what we can create for ourselves, and then to watch God move the world. And see, this idea of leveraging your life, it's so concrete. It's so real. When you think about your job, are you thinking about how you're going to use it just to advance your own career? I'm going to make another promotion, get a nicer office, get more money. Or are you thinking about how to leverage it in order to lead more people to love God and to serve others? Like when you look at the things that you own, you look at your house, you look at your car, like, are you looking at those things as like, well, how do I get a nicer one? How do I make it even better? Or are you thinking, how do I use this in order to make a difference in the life of somebody else who needs to know Jesus? See, these are not rhetorical questions. Like, these are real questions that we have to grapple with. You ask the question, you wrestle with the answer, you find an answer, and then you leverage everything that you have in order to unlock all the potential of seeing other people experience a life-changing relationship with Jesus. That's what we're here for. That's what we're about. See, Jesus didn't save your life so that you could play it safe. When Jesus gave his life for us almost 2,000 years ago, understand, he didn't play it safe. He didn't hedge his bets. He didn't stick his head in the sand. He could have stayed up in heaven and been like, yeah, you guys are on your own. Good luck with that. Instead, he wrapped himself, this is God himself, wraps himself in humanity, comes and lives among us and suffers death for our sake. And then the greatest display of power the universe has ever seen, he conquers sin and death so that we could have the forgiveness of sins. We could be free from our brokenness and our regrets so that we could have a future with him. See, when you give your life to Jesus, Jesus gives his life to you. But it's not so that you can hide it. Right? The Holy Spirit comes and lives within you, and the same power that rose Jesus from the dead now lives inside of you. And the Holy Spirit, he begins to remake you and begins to unlock your potential, not so that you can hide it, but so that you can use it and let God move people from death to life. Like, that's the beauty of what he is inviting us to be part of. If you're here this morning and you've never given your life to Jesus, I want you to know that you do not have the life that you need. So you don't need to worry about leveraging your life, because God isn't sitting there going, have you leveraged your life? Okay, now I love you. We leverage our lives. We use all the potential that he gives us because he has already loved us. And so if you've never given your life to Jesus, that's actually your first step. You don't have the life that you need. You have physical existence, but your future will only bring spiritual death. But see, Jesus, he is the one who died for you. He bet it all for you. He is the king that you're longing for. He's the king that you need. He's the king that your heart hopes for. And when you give your life to him, he comes into your life and he gives you the life that only he can give.